Hi guys, I just made myself a new ArcoLinuxD ISO and let's make a video how to install it. It's a little bit different than the previous editions, so that's why it may be best to make a video about it. So first of all, make sure you boot up with your ISO. That's in VirtualBox, this thing. I've set VirtualBox to mimic UEFI, so not BIOS. That's why we don't see any nice coloring, no nice logo. It's all black. This is UEFI. You decide either, I'm gonna try with open source drivers, and some of us can not digest the Nouveau driver, so there's the open source without Nouveau. The same for the NVIDIA, and the NVIDIA no Nouveau. So some hardware out there really crash if there is the Nouveau driver present. So choose the NVIDIA or the open source, and if one of those is, or all four of those is not working, right, then last but not least, no mode set. Maybe something you can Google and look up. No drivers, safe graphics, very small in resolution, but hey, you're booting up and then you figure out later on what drivers do I need on Arch, right? So open source, there we go. This is VirtualBox. Couldn't care less with drivers. Well, has to be correct as well. First line, right? There is no NVIDIA available on the virtual machine. So those are the first decisions, right? And there are many installation videos about ArcoLinux and XS and XL. So each video, watch it and get to know how, why we need to do things this way. This is the ArcoLinuxD ISO. D is for the advanced user, not for the beginning, please, right? You'll get frustrated, walk away, and that's not the point. Use ArcoLinux XL as a basis to start up, and then maybe an XS and so on, but not D. I'm gonna show you the base installation. There are two things, right? Base meaning black screen. Arch Linux, if you have ever seen it, you end up in a black screen and you need to type a lot of things. It's the same. Base installation means we give you a, to say the Lego words, you get this big red plate, right? And yes, Xorg is there and a few drivers are there, but that's it. There's no desktop, there's no SDDM or LightDM or GDM. You choose what display manager you want to have, what login manager you want to have. You choose what desktop you want to have. Do you want a tiling window manager? It's up to you. But this cannot be selected in base. In advanced, we can select this. So I can show you this, and I have to go in here anyway to show the change. So you choose the language. The Calamari should be in Romana. Yeah, not okay. Back to American English somewhere. There he is. And then next. And the new thing is this line here. So I'm gonna select this Linux Xanmod kernel together with the Xanmod headers, which I'll probably need anyway. And then next. And just to be clear, right? Linux kernel is there. It is there. It has to boot up, right? There is a Linux kernel there. It's the Linux kernel, not Linux LTS, not hardened, but the Linux. But I want to have something more. Okay, two kernels. Next. And then these guys are already on your machine. They're just there. If this is an ISO that's 6 months old, then maybe, right, there is an update. There is something new on the market. And you download that thing, install that thing. That means go get it from the internet. But yeah, drivers are included on the ISO because we want to be able to boot up, basically. And then it's all about choices. Like I said, I'm not gonna install it, but what would I do if it would really be a thing, right? Then I would install Bluetooth support. I will choose between these two guys, which is Blueberry for me. This is not a laptop. Yes, I like to have network discovery, printing as well, Samba as well, and sound just yeah, pick. It's either this one or this one. You can't pick both, right? Choose one of those and you'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this one. Next, how do you want to be greeted? With something, all right? SDM. With this one, this is the default simplicity, that's why I selected. But you can have more if you want to, and others if you want to. Next, and then a long list, right? And there are still a few out there that are in the pipeline that we say, not worth to give our users yet. So this is what's available, and you can select one of these guys and say, let's go for Tusk. Next. All the ArcoLinux stuff in one place, all the themes, wallpapers, and so on. Next, and then it's just third party. So anything about communication, anything about development, office, fonts, multimedia, internet stuff, themes, graphics, games, terminals, file managers, and so on, you can read. But this one is probably one I would select as well to get all kind of stuff that I need. Okay, and then next, and then you have maybe a change here if you want to. The Brussels is correct. I want to change there. That's correct. Next, decide your keyboard. For me, it's Belgian. And then next, and then off you go. Right. This is the last thing. Well, almost last thing. So you type in some passwords, make sure they are the same. Make sure the keyboard is correct. I mean, know what you're typing. If you can type it here, well, now you know my password. I can type it here as well. Now you know it's exactly the same thing. And next, and install, and it's gone, right? It's doing its thing. Now, that's the Calamares. The great way of installing everything, the net install. Pick this, pick that, pick this, pick that, pick this, pick that. That's super. Now the base installation is something else. It's, well, dummy proof. I mean, it's just gonna put the bits and the bytes over on the machine. That's it. Then it's up to you. So the next, Brussels, normal stuff. Again, quick check, right, done. Back to the Belgian, fine. Next, erase. Take a little bit of swap if you want to. Next, type in, and off we go. All right. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure I want to do this. But this will not install the Xanmod kernel. This will install just the Linux kernel because there was nothing to select. There was no SDM to select. This is pure. The question you gave us 5 years ago, you said, can you make an ISO that's basic? That's basically empty. Eh? Give us something that's not filled with software, no browsers, no terminals, no this, no this, no that, right? A lot of stuff that's not there. And yes, you end up in a black screen. There is no SDM. There is no Plasma, or there is no Mate, there is no desktop to go into. But that gives us, you, all the freedom. If you know what to type, if you know what to select, maybe if you have scripts ready, to just git clone from your GitHub or run it. Boom, you've got yourself a ArcoLinux system. Well, yeah, we renamed it to ArcoLinux because of the delivery system, Calamares, and all the tweaks and all the things that we've changed, but in essence, it's an ArcoLinux installation with what we call the ArcoLinux spices. So we spice it up. There is either we type it all the time, or we put it in some kind of package or scripts and stuff like that, and it makes it easy, right? Otherwise, I have to retype things, and I hate doing that over and over and over again. So this way, with the ArcoLinux tweak tool, for example, you just select, click, desktop install, done, and boot and have fun, rather than typing everything, every single thing. What was it again to get Samba working up and running? That's why the configs are there. That's why the packages are there. Why would we bother with that all over again and again after every clean installation? So Calamares and all the packages to the rescue to make ArcoLinux easier and more comfortable to get a operating system that's fully themed and tweaked and working. So let's pause a little bit here. Voila, it finished. So you restart, the machine boots up, you have ArcoLinuxD, and this is normal, right? This is okay. This is what you wanted. 5 years ago, you asked, give me a bare installation. Couldn't be any bare, so sudo pacman -remove. What do we leave? We leave a configuration for Alacrity. We leave the welcome app, which is how we welcome you guys, right? The keyring to sign our packages, neofetch, because that's the thing up there in blue there, neofetch. SDM simplicity is how we greet you, and ArcoLinux grub theme is the grub theme. Where are the packages? ArcoLinux mirror list, the system configuration there, settings of Paru, because we like Paru, great, but by default the configuration of Paru is not that interesting. I mean, voila, themes, tweaks and changes, right, till we like and love it. And the wallpapers, so basically lots of things can be scratched, and the wallpapers are not necessary, Paru is not necessary, neofetch is not necessary, but it's nice to have it around. It's gonna be great, set, tweaked at the same time. So now it's up to you, right? Is there Bluetooth? No. Is there printers? No. Is there Samba? No. And it keeps on going like that. No, 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 all the time. Question is, what do you want, right? So sudo pacman -s, right? Let's install SDM. Oops, sorry. You just saw my password, as if you didn't know that yet, right? SDM is there. Is there a desktop? XD. There is no desktop. He says no such file or directory. There is no user share exceptions. There is no desktop. Okay, it's up to you. Sudo pacman, you go to ArchWiki, you type ArchWiki, and then the desktop you like. GNOME, XFCE4, Mate, those are guys to start off with, and that's easier. Because XFCE4, for example, requires two things. XFCE4 and XFCE4 goodies. That's it. With that, you got yourself a complete operating system. Nothing to worry about, no tiny window managers, nothing to think, should I need this, should I need that? No, it's just a simple desktop, and it's a great one as well. You will notice if you start venturing your way in the tiling window managers that we use a lot of pieces of XFCE. Now, the observant guy says, Eric, you forgot something. You're back in this black thing. Sudo system ctl enable me please SDM. Make sure that SDM boots next time. That's the link you need. Now you can sudo reboot again. Everything gets triggered, SDM gets launched. Up we go to SDM greeting screen and we log into XFCE. And it's great, right? It's another way of getting your system up and running, and it's entirely up to you to choose, but this needs a little bit more knowledge. ArcoLinuxD, so ISO, ArcoLinuxD needs a little bit more knowledge. Now, like I said, I want things easy and quick. So I've got myself a get nemesis on ArcoLinux, a little command that just says go grab and make a data folder, grab git clone ArcoLinux nemesis, open in a terminal. I say run number 0, and this system will now be themed and tweaked the way I like it. And as you see, I don't want to have TLP, so that's for laptops. I never have, well, I have laptops, but never use them. All desktop around here, and things here will get removed if available. If it's there, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Now we're gonna install stuff, install stuff, install stuff. So it's a great way, if you make something similar, it's a great way to make little scripts and make them somehow logic for yourself, right? I run this one, and this one is going to run that one, and that one, and that one. Sometimes I leave one out. I install LeftWM, I leave that one out, and so on. And it goes further down this folder, and I run some personal stuff, like the Corsair keyboard with this rainbow colors and all that. Yeah, not everybody has them. I have them, so I'll install a package for it. But that's the thing, right? That's the flexibility. That's what we wanted to give to you with the ArcoLinuxD bare ISO. And later on, we made it more and more complex. We found out that the net install modules that you can select Linux, Xanmod, and SDM, like I've shown you now in the video, and Dusk, and it will install all these pieces, all these Lego blocks, and you boot up and you'll have SDM and Dusk, and everything you selected, of course, and all the dependencies that are, that come with it whenever you select a package. So this is just a bunch of scripts. You can just follow along what comes here. So these guys are new here. Graphics, Flameshot is new, GIMP is here now, Chrome is already there, Discord and Firefox. So slowly and steadily it's gonna add more and more stuff. Not only that, wallpapers, theming, this bar will come down there, etc, etc. Choices, right? It's just about that all the time in Linux. Decide what you want to have. I'm gonna stop this installation here, so I can combine it with logout, restart. So that's the bare guy, the base installation, which is awesome, but tricky. You will forget things, and then you say, why is this not working? Yeah, because you did not select it, because you did not install it. Simple as that. An operating system consists of maybe hundreds, if not 200 of thousands of little things that make it tick. Now we're going to use the advanced installation, the one I've showed you. The video is a bit longer, but it's all in one go, right? I want to show you and test, of course, the new edition, the Xanmod edition. So this guy, let's be clear, this guy is always gonna work if you got internet. And if your internet is not stable, don't use it. This one does not require internet. This one gets everything from the internet, right? Where would it be? Where would all these packages be? On the internet. So I want to have Xanmod as extra. Next. Nothing like these because it's already there. Bluetooth. Let's assume that this machine is going to be my real metal machine. So I'm going to use this one and that one and that one and that one and that one, for example. Next. I want to have SDM. Next. And I've chosen for Dusk. Why not Dusk? Next. Otherwise I would have taken LeftWM again, right? Crazy about it. Next. Browsers, right? All these applications. This one is one I would select because of all the apps it brings me. And you change if you want to, if you need to, better. Belgian. Next, erase disk. So you saw the install alongside thing, right? So you have this thing. Well, yeah, what we could do is just install it alongside, right? This one would be then the ArcoLinuxD that we've done bare system, the bare system here, and the system with Dusk here. Might be an idea, but I did not prepare for it because look, it's only 30 gigabytes. I don't think that would be wise. It would be too small. Maybe we have to redo the video. So just overwrite everything, but think about that. Install alongside is possible. So you could boot up with something that's working, right? Fully, an ArcoLinux XL, for example. And the other one would be the ArcoLinuxD, and gradually you learn Why is this different in the XL as in the D? Because package X and package Y and setting this and setting that. And that's how you can learn, maybe, right? Think about it. Let's wait for the installation. And there is the moment we've been waiting for, right? Let's have a restart. Think again, what did we select? Dependencies that will come in. I'm pressing E button and I see that it says loading Linux Xanmod. So enter. There it is at the top very quickly. Linux Xanmod, but later on we can show you, right? So this is the simplicity. This immediately a nice little theme, and this is dusk for you. And okay, quit and Control T. There you have it. We've got a system, right? With Xanmod. No problems. Depending on your hardware, right? You'll see if you have problems or not. I know if we've selected music, I think Pyro Pulse Audio. I think I selected Pulse Audio this time, and you test it out. Except let's take music and not house relax. Voilà. Come on. So sound must come from somewhere. So Control Alt U. Ooh, look at that. Super F. Output device. It's not working yet. So no application is currently recording audio, but playback dummy sound. So we need to figure out how that works. And that's typically ArcoLinuxD. Maybe I've done something wrong. I don't think so, but maybe, right? Some bit was not installed the way it should have been. And that's up to you. This is a Sherlock Holmes ISO. It is. You put on your cap and you think what's not installed. I have no immediate solution for this thing, right? Might be something that was not installed, might be something totally different, but it says output devices, dummy output. Did I select something in VirtualBox that was not working? Because I do that sometimes. I don't want music inside VirtualBox. It's not there to play my videos. Maybe it's in the setting of my VirtualBox machine, right? Stuff like that. But this is your machine, your ArcoLinuxD, basically, ISO. This is your ArcoLinuxD ISO, and it contains anything. And most important, maybe the ATT is gonna be quickly there. And if you say this dusk thing, wow, not really my thing, right? You go ahead and let me install, please, left WM for you once more. I always choose that one. Guilty as charged. So quit, Super X, log out. You see the design, the dusk, how it tiled the windows, right? And there you go. Control T, XD. We have now two tiling window managers, basically, left WM and dusk. But I can add more. Awesome. BSP WM. Be my guest. Learn and choose what is the one you like and play around with it. So another video how to install ArcoLinuxD. There are so many videos already out there. So if you go to YouTube, the thing you need to do is not do this. Well, you can for once. Look for my face. Today I have a beard. Look for this one, right? It's here you need to look for. So ArcoLinuxD install. Let's see what we get. How to install ArcoLinuxD, how to install ArcoLinuxD, how to install. I mean, guys, we have enough videos how to install ArcoLinuxD base installation. That's also this video. This was also a base installation and advanced in one go. All right, enjoy ArcoLinux.